any other enactment. Mr. Chair, I have been informed that a moment ago, Mr. Speaker has made certain orders to the effect that this committee has to be reconstituted. I would want to bring such orders of Mr. Speaker to your attention in view of certain developments on the House floor. I do not know whether such development has come to your attention too. But since Mr. Speaker has made consequential orders and it has just been brought to my attention, I believe that we may have to be guided by the orders of Mr. Speaker. And he went further to say that we should proceed according to my first deputy whip. He is further directed that we appear before him in his office. So I'm just bringing this to your attention, and he, with emphasis, according to the first deputy whip, that leadership should come to him so that this appointment committee is reconstituted. I believe that when we appear before him, he would give the directives as to how this can be done in accordance with our rules. So I'm just bringing this to your attention, for your guidance. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for bringing it to my attention. I will give the floor to Honorable Mahama Ayariga, the Majority Leader. Then I will make categorical pronouncement.
Chairman, the Minority Leader started reading Order 217. Minority Leader started reading Order 217. But he didn't conclude on why he was reading Order 217. I don't know if he was reading Order 217 with a view to raising a question of quorum, or he just enjoys reading Order 217. So can you tell us why you read Order 217?
Okay, Chairman, Leader, thank you very much. The reason I referred to Order 217 was that the information from the first deputy whip was to the effect that Mr. Speaker has made certain orders at the plenary, and he consequentially added that this committee, as presently constituted, must be reconstituted. 1. And 2, that this committee leadership of this committee should meet him in his office. I did not go into details as to the orders, but I only had to refer to the 217 because we know from what the first deputy whip just told me that there are certain developments at the plenary. So, and I felt that I should bring that to the attention of Chair.
Thank you. Yes, I was at plenary when the Speaker made a formal communication to the House. In the Speaker's communication, he did not suspend the sitting of the Appointments Committee. he did not suspend the sitting of the Appointments Committee. What the Speaker said is that the Chief Whip of the minority and the Chief Whip of the majority, who are members of the Appointments Committee pursuant to Order 217, 1A and B, have been suspended from the House for 10 days. You know the quorum. Sorry, 2 weeks, not 10 days. 2 weeks. You know the provision relating to quorum. And when you read the composition of the Appointments Committee, I thought that you probably were entertaining a view that if the majority chief whip and the minority chief whip are suspended, then we will not have quorum to do business. But if you look at the numbers involved, clearly, even if you take out the majority chief whip and the minority chief whip, just 2 people, you will still have 9 members, and so you will have quorum. Even if the minority walks out, you need just 4 to form a quorum. And I'm assuring you that you will get the 4 to constitute a quorum to transact business. If you break the microphone, you will also be suspended for 2 weeks. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing. Then the second thing that the Speaker said is that the Committee on Selection, he didn't say the leadership of this Appointments Committee. So the Committee on Selection should meet him immediately after adjournment for us to reconsider the constitution of the Appointments Committee, including the rules of the Appointments Committee. When he was leaving the chamber headed to his office, I followed him and said it will be difficult to meet now. So he rescheduled the meeting to Monday, 11 a.m. So the Speaker is not expecting you in his office because he's not even in the building. He has gone to send his wife to the airport. She's traveling, and he actually told us his wife is traveling, and the Speaker loves his wife. So he went to send his wife to the airport. So there's no problem. The Speaker is not requesting for your presence at any meeting now. And the Speaker has not suspended the proceedings of this committee. He's spoken about the reconstitution of the committee, and he's spoken about the consideration of the rules of the committee. So this committee is properly constituted, and this committee should continue working.
Chairman, thank you. I was in the chamber with the respected majority leader and the leader of the House. The Speaker, to quote him, he said that the Committee of Selection need to meet immediately to reconstitute the Appointment Committee. So what he said, Chairman, with your permission, I have the Speaker's voice. I can play it here to say exactly what he said. This is what the Speaker said. Please, today, I disallow you playing that. To reconstitute the Appointment Committee. This is disallowed. Appointment Committee doesn't constitute the committees of Parliament. No, he said the Selection Committee to reconstitute the Appointment Committee today. That's what I've just played. That's what he said. And I've brought that to your attention. So if we move forward, it means that we are obeying the orders of the Speaker. I just want to draw that to your attention.
Honourable members, let me place on record that the Deputy Whip is not a conduit through which Speaker will communicate to the appointment committee. Article 102 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana is very clear regarding quorum. And this is a parliamentary business. Let me read. A quorum of parliament, apart from the person presiding, shall be 1/3 of all members of parliament. If you relate that to this particular committee, a quorum will be 4 out of 11. 2, Article 104 is clear on decision making, and you need 50%. So therefore, if 2 people, 50% of the members of the committee, if 2 members are suspended out of a membership of 11, we have 9 members of the committee. We form quorum, we can do business, and can as well take decisions. So, honorable members, we are not going to countenance any attempt to delay the proceedings of this House. With due difference to the deputy whip, I think it is in the interest of Ghanaians that we proceed to conduct the proceedings of the committee without any interruption in any manner whatsoever. This is my ruling. I will proceed to give the floor to the minority leader to ask his questions.
Chairman, I understand your ruling. I just want to draw your attention to one thing, then you can proceed. Chairman, I want to draw your attention to Order 217, and then to emphasize on 2171 A and B. They said the appointment committee comprises, and I'm emphasizing on A and B, that says the majority chief whip, the minority chief whip, and C says 5 other members. Chairman, the A and B does not refer to a member, but a portfolio. Majority chief whip, minority chief whip. In this sense, if the minority and the majority chief whip are suspended and their name is mentioned under this order, so who is in this committee as minority chief whip?
So indirectly, in your own wisdom, you are telling us that parliamentary proceedings will not go on because the majority chief whip and the minority chief whip are suspended for 2 weeks because they are also members of parliament and they hold those respective positions. I beg to differ, and I'll submit on record that will rather amount to having a blurred view of the law. Can we make progress?
Yes. Thank you.
Other members, I won't recognize any non-member of the committee.
Bless you of the Lord.
Honorable Minority Leader, if you are done, then we can proceed.
Chairman, thank you. Honorable nominee, do you know about the company Volta Clenham Farms and Industries Limited?
Yes, I talked about it earlier.
You said the shareholders include some other private persons, correct?
Yeah, I said that there are other
persons in this arrangement, and 2 other persons are in this arrangement.
So I just want to be specific so that we can get specific answers. If you say there are 2 other persons in this arrangement, now is it the directorship you are referring to or the shareholding?
The directorship.
Okay, so now let's come to the shareholding. Are you the sole shareholder of this entity?
Yes, I am.
But if it's the same company, you had earlier, unless you want to amend your answer, in your earlier response to this very company, you had indicated that there are other shareholders. That is where Chairman said that because they are not here and they are private persons, you are exempt from mentioning their names. So I want you to bring clarity to that.
Well, I'll be happy to see the verbatim report, but for the record, I am a sole shareholder and there are other directors.
Mr. Chairman, at this point, you know, my inclination is to exercise utmost respect. We are in leadership. If I disrespect you, then I'm disrespecting myself. But I need to make the point very firmly. From what has come to my attention from the Deputy Whip, I think that it was very clear in the language of Mr. Speaker on the need for us to immediately get to the committee of selection to proceed to reconstitute the appointment committee. I will repeat it to your attention that let us err on the side of caution so that we do the right thing. At least if you are even suspended sitting the hearing for even a minute to enable you to listen to the speaker's voice private, I'm sure you will be able to at least appreciate the situation in a different light, or possibly call Mr. Speaker himself. We can suspend for just a minute to enable you call the speaker. But in the Honorable Majority Leader, just a second. Honorable Alasan Umar, please. The call is on all of us to show deference. If I talk, you talk, it doesn't happen. So I would want to respectfully say that with what I know now, I would want to recuse myself in order not to be in breach of Mr. Speaker's orders. I can't force speak, Chairman. Chairman has his discretion, and I need to respect that. So I leave it at that to you, and then I'm sure we can take up other matters. Thank you so much, sir.
Honorable members, the information is clear from the Majority Leader that owing to the circumstances, the Speaker has rescheduled a meeting to Monday at 11. We are proceeding with the vetting. Any member who wants to recuse himself is free to do so. After all, we are living in a free and a democratic dispensation. So, please, let's proceed.
Chairman, with respect, I am extending to you all courtesies. My language in the application was done in utmost good faith and with respect to you. If you use phrases like democratic state and freedom of whatever, I don't think that it helps the situation. I refer to Speaker. No, Chairman. I will continuously express my views and show you respect. I'm pleading to hurt you in terms of language use. The language you just used is in bad taste, and I believe it's unacceptable. If it pleases you, you may withdraw. If you say you are the chairman and what you say is final, it's fine. But at least I've made my point to you.
Honorable members, unless the minority leader has been able to point exactly to free or how free and democratic dispensation will be unparliamentary, I will be glad to withdraw it. But this is a phrase that we always use even on the floor of Parliament, and by our own standing order. It's not in bad taste, it is not unparliamentary, it is not insulting. So clearly, I do not know why we are even going on this tangent. So, honorable members, I beg, let's make progress. But from the indication of the minority leader, he has finished asking the questions. Then I will proceed to acknowledge our guests and consequentially discharge the witness.
Don't clap.
All members, we have Mrs. Nuhila Sedu